Joshiebear plays Minecraft. What is going on, everyone? It's Joshiebear, and we are playing Minecraft. Yes, that is right. We are down in the slime farm, and oh my. So I've got everything cleared out of the bottom, getting ready for our next phase in getting this thing up and running. As you can see, it's already quite the farm. Wow, I didn't expect this many slimes to be down here. At the start of this, I was just gonna kind of look over, and then I saw them all, and I actually, well, derp moment number 1 for the episode, I actually fell in. Luckily, feather falling saved me from death. Sorry, I'm so overwhelmed by the number of slime there, and I may not have to build any more of this farm. Let's take a look there. I got almost 3 stacks of slime balls just from getting this stuff cleared out. But yes, we are ready to start the next phase of the project. And yes, you know, I know we spent a lot of time last episode digging out the hole, but today we get to put everything in place and make it look pretty. But there's still a lot of work to do. I need to go get some sand to make some glass. I need to get what else I need to get? I need to get some cactus. I've already got some smooth stone cooking in the mining area for the platforms. I've got to go to the tree farm, maybe to our manual tree farm for our bigger tree species, because I think I might want to use some dark oak in this build. But yes, so much work left to be done. So yes, just like I just said, there's still a lot for us to do in order to make this the kind of farm that we can be proud of. Let's recap for a second. We need sand. We need wood. We need cacti? We're also going to need a lot of stone and smooth stone, and possibly some specialty wood to make this thing look and feel like a complete build. Because, well, let's face it, it's about time we do a complete build on one of the farms that we've done. So the first stop we have to make is the desert, so we can get sand and cacti. You know, I think I've said this before, but there's nothing more satisfying than just coming to the desert and just wiping out a bunch of sand. It's almost as good as insta-mining stone. It's almost like he knew I was coming by here. He's just hanging out. Do you need to AFK? I wonder if I can send him up there. What do you got? Anything good? Oak? No. You got blue ice, but I got... you got nothing for me. Alright, so I got all the oak wood I think I need for now. We'll wait and see. Almost 3 stacks of logs. That should be enough. It's not like we're going to have a lot of sorting and a lot of hoppers going on. But I came down here to check on my glass and my dye. And it looks like my dye is almost done. So let's just grab a stack of that real quick. Because I'm not going to use the green dye. I want the lime dye for the slime farm. And I think I'll actually make... You know what? That should be enough lime. And I think I'll keep some green for some of the concrete. But we're going to dye this glass definitely in the lime color, because we're going to stick that in front of some jack-o'-lanterns in the wall. I'm hoping that maybe that'll help hide it a little bit, but also make it just a little bit brighter. And then we'll stick some of the green concrete in with some of the lime concrete to see if we can get a nice little pattern in there. Because I don't know, I want it to look cool. Come on. Oh, I hear skeletons. It must be from my farm. But I do need to wait on this glass. Looks like all my stone is ready to go, though, because this is what our platforms will be made out of, and part of the walls as well. So I'm going to get going on some slabs, and also on some dark oak wood. And I think I am going to grab a little bit of jungle just in case, but definitely some dark oak. And once we have all that, we will be ready to go and get moving on the slime farm again for the second episode. All right, I've had enough grinding for a while. It's time to start building and making this a little bit more beautiful. We've already started to put in more of the collection system, so the minecart rails are in place. All I need to do is get the minecart with hopper in there, and we'd be ready to collect. I also need to get the magma blocks in. I have set one in just so I have an idea of where this first platform should be, which is one block above it. And then one other thing that I really hadn't considered until now, or at least considered how I was going to prevent this, is spawning on this bottom floor, because it is lower than the collection system itself. So we could either fill this all back in, or I can use half slabs and slab the entire spawnable area, which is, I think, is how I'm going to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and slab in everything, and then we're going to start getting these platforms in place. Well, here's the final check-in before we get these platforms in place. Now, originally I was going to decorate each level, but now that I think about it, we're going to be up here, and we're probably not going to be down in the farm itself. So decorating the walls in between each platform, we're not going to see it. So I think it'd just be a waste of our time and effort. So I am going to decorate above this platform, which this slab represents the top platform, which is at Y36. That's all the higher I'm going to go. I could put one at 40, but I think with the number of platforms we're going to have, we're going to be okay. And then I will decorate the walls going up from here. And then we'll have to add in a little bit of decoration in this area and probably on the other side here, just so, you know, the visible parts, we can see some decoration and whatnot. But it's time to get started. Let's put down some slabs. I hope beyond all hopes that I have not underestimated the number of blocks it is going to take for me to get all of these platforms in place, but I have a feeling that, like with many Minecraft projects, we have underestimated. I ran out of slabs, and I am running out of jack-o'-lanterns pretty quickly as well, and it looks like I misplaced... Did I misplace one of those? No, that's in the right spot. Okay. But I do have the jack-o'-lanterns in place on each platform that I have, and the light level is perfect. It doesn't get any lower than 8, and that is only on a few of the edge blocks. So I'm really happy with that, but I'm going to need more jack-o'-lanterns. I'm going to need more slabs, and we got to start thinking about getting our iron golems in place as well. He looks like he's in prison. All jokes aside, we do have our iron golems in the wall and are ready to persuade our slime friends to jump off the cliff after them and land on the magma blocks. I do have the minecart in place. It is running and collecting slime balls as we speak. All that's left at this point is to put in the rest of the columns and then figure out, how we want to do the decoration, at least around the edges here, and then put in the rest of the decoration. And, oh yeah, we have a bubble column we've got to do yet too. I better get on that. So with 1.5 platforms left, literally 1.5, I have totally run out of smooth stone. And I need that to make the slabs, to make the platforms. So now it's time to wait on stone and cobblestone to cook. Fantastic. I'm not sure why I didn't think to check the chests up there on the surface, but I actually found just enough slabs to finish the platforms here in the slime farm. I mean, literally just enough. So we are done with the platforms. Technically, this slime farm is fully functional and in running. Just to give you an idea of how much slime we've collected so far. And this has really just been during the time that we've been here working on this. And now it's a little misleading because I would say a third of these slimes were killed with a looting 3 sword. But yeah, we're off and running. We've got plenty. So that part is done. Now it's time to think about decoration. And I have an idea of what I want to do here. And it really is going to wrap around these 3 sides. And we're going to lose a block on the edges, but those are outside the slime chunk, so I'm not that worried about it. But basically what we're going to do is come over here. We're going to take some stone brick and we're going to create, I don't know, maybe a 2 or 3 high like ring on the 3 sides. And then above that ring, we're going to use all of this colored the colored material, including slime blocks, to create just a random pattern of green, because it's a slime farm. Slime or green. All right, so I'm gonna lay some of these blocks in here just to see how it looks, and then we'll take a step back and see what we think. So this is what I've come up with so far, as far as the walls go. I think there's a little too much stone brick, so what I might do is instead of having 2 layers of stone brick on top, I might have a strip of green just to break it up, and then stone brick, and then these patterns here. This is just a random assortment of wool, concrete, and actually concrete powder. I put slime blocks in the middle with a jack-o'-lantern behind them. You can kind of see it. I thought it might look cool at night if it's lit up like that, but with the spawning pads all lit up, it may not have the same effect. But I think I'm gonna go with this for now. Let me rip out this top layer here. I do like the wood on the outsides. I think maybe we might need a little bit more of that in there, but I'm thinking, just some random green in here. Yeah, okay, that works a lot better. It breaks it up. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure to grab a few more stone bricks. I'm going to try to put in the rest of this wall, and we'll see what we think before we do all 3 walls, because I would hate to do all 3 walls and then realize, this is terrible. So let me do that real quick, and we'll make a judgment then. Well, we're not fully done yet, but we've got one side in, and I feel like it's okay. It could use a little bit of extra. I'm just not sure what yet. But I'm okay with the color, and I've actually mixed in some cracked stone brick in with the stone brick just to kind of break it up a little bit. But But yeah, so far so good. Now we've started to flesh out the middle section, which is very similar, but instead of the one pillar of wood in the middle, we'll have two pillars of wood going up through the middle. I think it's going to look a little bit different once all of the sides are in. But I have a feeling that maybe we might want to add something along the edges. My only fear is that I don't want to create anything that's going to stop the slimes from going toward the killing area, but it needs some depth. It's definitely a very flat wall, but I think it's a good start. Now, another thing that I thought about doing is, since our spawning platforms are actually bigger than the slime chunk itself, we could actually have an observation deck coming out another couple blocks, just so we could kind of look to see what's happening, and we can actually run that all the way around the top of this. And I thought maybe a glass bottom would be a cool idea, and maybe that'll be the depth that we need. But let's get the walls finished up, and then let's see about putting in some kind of observation deck around, see if that helps. Slime farms are one of those farms that I think everyone likes to build because it's not incredibly technical. It's a grindy build that if you want to just spend a few hours just relaxing, digging out blocks, it's the perfect farm to build. And then you get to the end and you realize, oh my, there's so much work that actually goes into a slime farm. But ladies and gentlemen, we are finished. The decoration is in. I've even got us a little catwalk that kind of spans over the extra blocks that we dug out so we can kind of look down in. But everything is running. It is collecting. It is decorated. Well, for the most part. I mean, we got this back wall here that I don't think I'm going to touch for a while. We may do something different later with this wall, but we have put in a ton of effort this week to get this up, and I am actually very happy with the way this looks, the way it turned out. I wasn't sold at first. Made a decision to add in some stairs to kind of give the flatness a little bit of depth, some cutout. As you can see, I misplaced a stair here, and I got to put in a slime block. Let me put that back on. I got to put a slime block in here because that's what it should be. But I am happy, very happy with how this turned out, and we can now just sit back, move on to some other projects, and get tons and tons and tons of slime balls, which we are already collecting. Just working on the farm, hanging out over here, I went into a smaller cave that was somewhat connected to some of the caves around here and lit it up. I'm sure that there are a few others that are around the area that we could light up to kind of cut down on that mob cap to give us some more slimes, but this thing is working well beyond my expectations. I am so glad that we spent the time on this week. I'm not sure about the rest of you, but these last 2 episodes have really taken a lot out of me. It has been quite the grind to get that slime farm together, but we did it. We completed it. And just like any Minecraft world that you play, the next thought after completing a project like that is, what's my next project? Well, we've got a lot of projects on the list to be done. But I think we're going to spend an episode or 2 just cleaning up everything around the base. Because let's face it, we've had a lot of projects here lately that we've put in, but never really finished making it look nice or making it fit in with the surrounding area. So I think next episode we're going to spend some time just cleaning up and tidying up, which are the same thing. I don't know why I said both of them. I think I'm just running out of things to say. The next episode, we're going to finish up those projects that we kind of left half finished. I mean, we left them functional, just ugly. But then after that, we're going to spend a little bit more time in the nether, because I think it's time for us to get a wither skeleton farm and a blaze farm together. I've put in a lot of work out there. But that is all we have time for in today's episode. Thank you so much for sticking around, watching me decorate a big hole in the ground. Really, really appreciate it. And if you liked what you saw, please hit that like button. That was awkward. Also, if you like what you saw, you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Turn on the notifications. Know when I'm putting new stuff on the interwebs. And of course, you can join me on the weekends for live streams where we grind and grind and grind on Twitch. So, yep, that's it. I'm done. I'm also Joshiebear. I'll see you later.